Hello, everyone. My name is Wade the Wallaby. Welcome back to another live stream. Um, Today is a sobering day, and as you noticed, the Ingenuity helicopter has been retired. I know I'm a bit late for this, but um, let's get into it. So, the Ingenuity helicopter, it's been going on for approximately 72 times of flight. And there are some information that we'll be updating. So by the time this is live stream is completed, maybe some days later, it's going to have some conclusions. So as far as we can tell of the helicopter, according to Wikipedia, I have a link in the page. Um, it says, bring up. Let me bring up this. Um, it says here, at a part like right here, Ingenuity obtained in the wake of Flight 72 showed that one or more motor blades were damaged due to self-navigation error, which is most likely make it strike the Martian surface, damaging a rotor, preventing further operations. On January 25th, 2024, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson announced the end of the Ingenuity mission, and a follow up press conference was hosted later that day. Following this, Ingenuity team is scheduled to perform tests on the helicopter systems and download the remaining data on board. But let's go back with its mission. I remember this thing. There's a lot of information about this. You can read it anytime you want to. Link is in the description again, and you can obviously read all of this. But yeah, I know it's sad, um, but I really think a follow up mission may be the best way to do it. Since it's proven that we can fly on Mars, hopefully we're gonna have a designated mission to Mars, like an actual like huge helicopter with a bunch of experiments on it. And since it can fly, it would be a game changer. Um, I think it should be called Ingenuity 2, because it. So I think with I should say brain examination. That's not how you say it. Whatever you call it. I don't know what the name is. Um, that there should be like more experiments. Since Ingenuity did not have any experiments, this one probably will have. Now, it does say that there might be follow up missions like a fetch helicopter to get the samples, but I'm talking about a large, like big mission, like a large size of like Curiosity, Perseverance size rovers. Obviously, there is an idea, and that is called what is it called? So it's a mission that's called the Mars Climate Mission. It's a bit more detailed, and it's gonna have to work out with the other missions to see if a balloon flight could work. And but yeah, that's another story. Um, but I think that I should work on the concept of a new helicopter that would actually not only it would do a better flight, it would have better navigation system, and it would probably prevent this to happen. And it would not have to rely on Perseverance or any other rover. And it could have way more bigger. So I'm gonna have to build a concept of what it would look like. It would probably look similar to Ingenuity, but I'm thinking if we put men on Mars, it would definitely be giant like helicopters with double coaxial rotors. I think it would kind of be cool and like deliver massive cargo, and it could hold like two people. Reminiscence to the shuttlecraft in Surviving Mars. So the idea of this is I haven't got it yet. So I think it would work. I don't like it when it's successful. Obviously, it is work, but it's just it was named Harry, huh? So there are three versions of aircraft. Mars Science Helicopter, rotorcraft carrying deploying science payloads. Huh? Rotorcraft configuration capable of carrying forecasting technical advantages and avionic batteries. I think it should be called Ingenuity 2. And I don't think it should be able to deploy experiments because that would be the downside of the purpose of this helicopter. I think it should be a huge helicopter and um that actually can fly. Um but you got to remember the atmosphere of Mars is very thin. Not as thin as you think. It is an atmosphere, but it's not thick. Like you can't just go up to it and just and be happy, Your eyes are not going to pop out. No, they won't. What obviously would happen is extremely pain and you would suffocate immediately. So without a pressure suit, you would basically swell up. And the reason why is because uh, your body, the your body would actually expand because there's not enough pressure for your body to um, keep inside. It's almost like the bends, basically. And when you go deep water and you don't have the special equipment, you would actually have you will go crazy and you would have, oh my God, especially if you go like deep, 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 and then you surface up too quickly. It is horrible. It is a horrible death. Every single like orifice, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose, um, and oh my God, there's even a movie that actually really does really show very graphically of the whole body and like the veins start like popping out and then it's just spewing out blood. Oh my God, that is just a horrible way to die. So don't surface up too quick because you would have a painful death. But instead of that, you would actually not, it would be in pain, but you would not have blood vessels exploding. People say that you go out in space, you would explode. No, you don't explode. And yes, you would implode if you're down underwater. Yes, you would implode. But outer space, you actually expand. But you don't like go into a balloon. No, you don't like inflate. No, it's just your body will expand and your joints would actually stop moving because if you're on Mars, the shock of the coldness would cause extreme shock. It would physically and mentally, and you immediately would collapse. You will suffocate and you will be you can't move because and then you'll start sweating all of your body and that's because the atmosphere is so low that water will actually boil. Um, it does not like low pressure. No matter what temperature it is, hot, cold, it will boil. Now, there is a graph out there of the boiling temperature of water, but obviously, you know what that graph is if you want to look at that. Um, I don't know those specifications, but I do know that above Mount St. Helens, Mount Everest, um, water boils. I forgot what temperature it is, but it boils very easily. But if on Mars, well, Here's an interesting fact. When the Mars Phoenix lander landed on Mars, um, it actually dug a some deposits on the surface, and it was at the North Pole uh, of Mars, and it found uh, liquid water. Okay, and the Ingenuity helicopter. What am I saying? The Mars Phoenix lander dug a piece of soil and it exposed white substance. Now, at first, it was going to be or dry ice, but then it started to evaporate. And they knew that that was actually water ice. Ice that's beneath the ground does not evaporate. Um, and you might think, oh, water freezes. Well, actually, yes. Under underground because the sun, of course, evaporates it. I think it did within hours. It started to disappear. And that there is an idea that Mars actually has a lot of water, um, but it's trapped. And that's why we're thinking about. Hope the Secret Service is not listening to this. I'm sure they are. Nuking Mars. I didn't say that. Elon Musk said that. In fact, there is even a terraforming Mars thing on Survive Mars. Yeah, you can nuke Mars. The polar caps. The idea is if you well, obviously even a nuke would not even you would have to have a massive like hydrogen bomb, not a nuke, because nukes won't do that much. In fact, they actually would create more problems, more radiation. Hydrogen bombs don't have that much radiation. The biggest bomb ever exploded was the Tsar Bomba. Yeah, and that was not nuclear; it was atomic. And even that would not even do anything. So why would we nuke Mars? Well, we want more atmosphere. Dry ice, as you know, is carbon dioxide. Okay, I don't understand why carbon neutral is a thing. You are made of carbon. I'm made of carbon. Everything's made of carbon. Not everything, but a lot of things I searched up has a lot of carbon. Like drugs even has carbon. But that's not the problem. I know. I'm switching subjects, but that's a big problem. Apple is just trying to be carbon neutral. What the fuck does that even mean? You can't do that. If you do that, you're going to there will be no life. If you want to go carbon neutral, that means anything that is non-carbon would survive, which is that much. The majority of carbon-based things is everything. Even soda, carbonated water. You will not even have that. In fact, you won't even be here. Anything rubber, nothing, because rubber is made of carbon because it's organic. Let's see, coal mining. Yeah, mom's been in coal mine for 15 years until it was shut down. And I'll tell you one thing: if you shut down the coal mines, that's not going to help. You have no idea if you do. Actually, you are doing it. It's bad. It causes mental. When that coal mine closed down, there were a lot of suicides and some very high depression because coal mining is a union. Actually, this coal mine was a union. It was like a family, and when you close down coal mines, it's devastating to the brain. An old man, cricket Joe Biden. Yes, I can call him that because the Constitution says I can make fun of politics. So try to get me in trouble, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So you can't. No. Oh, shut up. But yeah, nuking Mars. First of all, the only way you can get nukes is one, you have to be American. Number two, you really, really, and I mean really, really, really have to have confidence from the government. I don't even know why they started, doing that shit because obviously it's impossible. You don't see any like drug cartel or a terrorist even there's nothing. I've never seen anyone that can obtain a weapon with mass destruction. There's no way. I mean, that's why I just realized, well, I've known this for a while, but plutonium 233 is an isotope that's for radioisotope thermoelectric generators for spacecraft. And I just noticed that you don't see, besides America, I have not seen anyone ever since the nuclear test ban treaty that really screwed up. I've not seen any other country besides Ulysses. Well, that was a mostly American made, so but and Issei too, but yeah, I have not seen any spacecraft that is from like Issei, Russia. I think the Soviets did a long time ago because I heard there was like some hazards from Cosmos or something like that. The reason why they call him Cosmos because they can disguise himself as a normal satellite. That's why you see sometimes Cosmos launches to the moon or even Mars because they were classified and obviously they failed. Yeah, interesting. Um, but yeah, there's no way to obtain nuclear. Well, it's obviously easy to obtain fertilizer. Yeah, I just watched that movie. Um, really fertilizer? Wait, are you talking about that fertilizer or waste fertilizer? Because you need nitrogen soil to make plants. You don't make plants, you grow plants. Wait, making plants is almost like a genetic mutation. There's no way even like they are it's expensive. Plutonium is very expensive because number one, it's hazardous. Number two, it's radioactive. Number three, if it gets in the wrong hands, it's obviously a very, 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 very bad thing. But plutonium 238, I don't think. And people are like nuclear protesting, and when they were trying to launch Cassini, and I was like, well, I wasn't born yet, but after I saw that documentary, um, about the Cassini probe, and they're like, there's no way because plutonium 238 will not explode. You can't just like seriously. In video games, when people shoot a bomb or even like movies, it explodes. It doesn't. Here's a fun fact. There literally been people dropping nuke bombs by accident and they did not even explode. There has not been any accidental explosions. Although there was one and that was a rocket silo and it didn't even explode. It was a leak in the Titan rocket and that one was pretty explosive. But the warhead was fine; it was still intact, but it was like yards away. Just boom, just went up, and it was still intact. I'll tell you one thing: they put safety features on it, so even if you try, you can't detonate a nuke. There's no way unless you arm it. But I don't know how nukes work. They were actually they still were testing nukes after the test ban treaty, according to Wikipedia, which until 1990 something. I forgot what it was. Although you could say there are non-lethal nukes. Wait, what? Like plutonium 238. Any like nuclear substance. Radiation is not like, oh, if you go next to Chernobyl, yeah, you'll die, but it's just you got to have alpha, beta and gamma rays. I know radiation's hard. You think of radiation as it's green, but it's actually it does yeah, uranium does actually glow green when you put like a certain light, but refined is plutonium 238, which is used and it only has a half-life of approximately 80 years. But it does say that the rover only will last for 20 years. And why does the Voyager? Well, here's my thing. I didn't watch the video how Voyager's still alive, so I'm just doing my educated guess. Because it has 3 canisters. They're actually pellets. They're about this big. And each pellet is stacked. And when plutonium 38, when it radiates, it creates heat. And that heat transfers into the lithium batteries. That's how they're able to charge themselves. Simple as that. Happy Dory. Oh, shut up. All right. We're done with the Mars. Um so sad. Obviously, I really think someone is responsible, but seriously, we need to learn about the the weather on Mars. Speaking of Mars Climate Orbiter, um, yeah, you probably heard of that. Mars Polar Lander, and Deep Space Two probes. In fact, I think yeah, I did talk about Deep Space Two probes. It was a long time ago, maybe about 3 years ago, and I talked about how ridiculous they were. Supposed to be the Manlandium project. Good. Seriously, there's pipe bombs in Left 4 Dead. Well, at least they don't show you how to make it. I don't even have the resources to even do that. Search me, I gain nothing. I mean, if you talk about a video game, it doesn't matter because it doesn't exist, especially like Counter Strike. You asked a. It's just like, I was just playing Counter Strike. What are you saying to me? It's not even real. It's just stupid. Except for that one movie. Seriously, okay, off topic. Battlefield 4, hashtag buff. I put hashtag buff gunship because it's so weak. And it just died. When I spawn it in, it just dies. Okay. All right, we're done with Mars and other stuff. So let's work on the other stuff. So I know I have not shown you um my birthday present, and it's been some weeks since I talked to you about it. And yes, everything works out pretty good. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to put up my camera. And yes, here it is, the RGB keyboard and mouse. Don't forget the mouse. It looks orange, but it actually is yellow. It's just an optical illusion or the camera angle. And if I press fin and this button, I can't. Here we go. What? There we go. Change colors. My default is yellow. But yeah, there you go. Anything else for some reason? Yeah, I think that was it. So yeah, this keyboard, it's amazing. Very sensitive, I'll tell you that. Um, there's even a mute button right here. I can mute the computer, like right here. Right here. There's a mute button. Okay, so this is the volume. This is the volume. This is the mute button. I can mute the um that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? Um very bright. Um yeah, how he says it. He says tourists. That tourists uh okay, can you stop trying to point fingers at me, or I'm gonna punish you. Ingenuity. Okay, so that was the other thing. Uh. Oh, I just see the balloons in the background. By the way. Oh man, he is just wow. He looks just like me. Prison architect. Bacon. Okay. Oh, what the? That's just so sad. But I'm kind of a bit ridiculous with the Mars sample return. I know I said we were done with Mars, but holy shit. And even Mars blades are made of carbon fiber. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Although it wasn't made from Apple. What? Wait, okay. If I go on Wikipedia and I see, because I really think they're not even doing it because polymers, there's got to be carbon in there. I'm gonna get demonetized just to say carbon. You know what's? Oh, by the way, did you know what diamonds are made out of? They're made out of carbon. Old man, you have no idea what you're doing. And I'm referring to that old jackass person. He's an awful person. I hate him. I hate him so much. In fact, I hate the public because they chose him. And if you voted for him, I hope you fucking love him. Because you voted for him because you loved him so much. Or if you were a coal miner, which obviously you're a Democrat, you would automatically vote it. In fact, the leader of the union decided to vote for him. And he, of course, realized he fucked up. Yeah. My mom's been a coal mine for 15 years, and she knows that coal mine was the cleanest coal mine there was. I've seen other coal mines, and my mom says, wow, that's very uncomfortable. 8-foot ceilings. This is 8-foot ceiling. Coal mine she went, 8-foot ceilings. It was like over 100 feet down. And if you look at the map, I think I did show you the map of the mine. It's all organized. All modern coal mines after you know when the continuous miner came around, it's been so like all like evenly. That's how you don't even know how coal mines work. It's like really efficient, and it's been efficient all these years. Roof bolting is a thing to keep the uh to not no collapse. Some mines are weaker, some ground that's more weaker. Some of them have strong bedrock. The only thing you have to worry about is clay and very loose gravel. Um, but yeah, you're protecting a goddamn evil president that's basically he's not just evil, he's just why? Why? Oh, because he's paying you. If I was being paid by an old man like that, I'd be like, sorry, I don't care how much money you're giving me. I'm not buying it. You're not gonna because you're paying people tax money. Okay, so my mom found something, and it was from Gutfield. My mom looked everywhere on the internet. She didn't find anything, but if you do, people, let me know. It is this trans Mexican person immigrant. I think it was an immigrant. I don't know, not Mexican. I don't know. Spanish flu. Did you know Spanish flu is not from Spain? Fun fact. And gave like Biden gave him he she fuck you. I don't care what. I don't care. You're gonna cry about it. I don't care. You're still gonna call you. Just to make you sad. Um, get stupid pronouns. He, she, they, whatever. I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm gonna call it because I'm an asshole. Um, because it is a loser. Gave $400,000. Now I'm not sure if this is true but I'm sure that Fox News would know if that was because they research all of that stuff. So it's not fake news. Well, we don't know. So if you have anything with that, please let me know because obviously that's ridiculous. I hate Ukraine and I love Russia. I'm American and I like Russia. You know why? Because they have a space program, Roscosmos. Yes, Putin does have a dark side. Yes, he has a light side, but he's not as bad as Stalin. You gotta be at least saying him call a Nazi. Why did they call Elon Musk a Nazi? My favorite quote from Elon Musk, top notch. Don't blackmail me. No, don't go fuck yourself. Please. One of my favorite quotes. You're trying to blackmail me with money? Go fuck yourself. I'm the richest man in the fucking world and you're trying to blackmail me? No. No. Go fuck yourself, Disney. If Walt Disney was still alive, he'll probably be best friends with me and not be complaining about fascism. Look, I'm not a neo-Nazi. If if I was, I would not be around with people. I would be very hiding. Um, but oh man, I'd be like, yeah, that was like years ago, and they're like, we tortured. Did you? You survived. So what? Well, then don't be a Jew then. Well, it's hard to hide. I'm such an asshole. I saw one comment saying the Jews faked the moon landing. It was an option. It was that heavy is dead, and it was very quick. You had to use the frame by frame by pressing period and a period and uh comma. You in a coma. $40,000. No, $400,000. Not 40, $400,000. You could buy like a mansion with that money. In fact, you could actually buy lots of stuff with that money. That's almost $1 million. Yeah. Crazy, 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 crazy. Well, yeah, I didn't know he was even a government thing. Yeah, yeah, because they don't deserve like people that have brain damage should be put down because they won't recover. You know, seriously, they're just a waste of resources. This is why we're in downhill. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you have somebody that's like that, but it's the truth. You know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be efficient. You know, the person will not think it's just brain damage when you're wrestling match. You know, you might as well just be dead from a punch. I think that would be a way to go because I don't want that suffering and they will look like they would have some emotions, but it's just an there's no brain function. If there is, it won't save it. And obviously, you know, there's no way to recover. You know, you can recover from a punch, but punch from the back right here, that's very fragile place. And that was a big hit. It should have been on the dimple. I think that would be a better go because that is you're dead. Um, you're instant dead. I don't know how that works, but you just die. I guess I got the modest touch. Oh no. How can you touch somebody and just kills them instantly? No, it just stops their heart. SCP stuff. It's not creepy pasta. SCP. Difference between creepy pastas and um yeah, some of them are pretty good. one with the monster on your bed. That one's a pretty good one. Creepypasta, really good, charming. You should watch that one. That was really, really good one. Even my mom liked it. You know. Am I a bad kid? No, but he is. It's like scary, but like he's scaring bad guys. Mean people, and that's just so cool. Monsters always are the good children, and it's like the opposite. It reminds me of Monsters Inc. Um, the monsters, turn around. It's kind of a bit dark a little bit in that movie. I haven't seen that in years. Monster University, I get it. It was a prequel, yeah. But, it was a great movie. It was kind of a bit dark. And I did see someone made if what is it, DreamWorks, I think? DreamWorks? I think it was DreamWorks. Or it has to be No, DreamWorks is Shrek. Um Monsters Inc. I think it is DreamWorks. No, I haven't seen that in a very long time. So I don't know. The door portals. Um Safe for work. Oh man. What is my favorite cartoon back in the day? Uh Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Chowder. Yeah. What else? I'm not gonna say anything else. Um, the biggest meme, well, back in the day was somebody Will is gonna roll me. Yeah. He's dead. What are you doing in my swamp? I'm sorry. I didn't know this was your swamp. What is this, the Everglades? No, 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 the Everglades don't look like that. Sorry, I offended you, Floridians. Floridians? Is that what they're called? Floridians? And I am the cake, and I'm going to eat you! You-wee! I am the bacon, and I am going to eat you! That's good. Look at the banana. Magical woman! Give my booties back! That was terrible. I'm not coming back here. That's all right. What are you doing? I see you. His tail is just moving around. That was terrible. I'm not coming back here. Carbon. Diamond carbon. Carbon fiber optics. Plastic? Bombs? No. Rope? Do you want it? No. You're a dead old meme. It's yours, my friend. Oh my god, that's the scariest thing, Deutsch bag. Erasmus, I'm gonna pull a rabbit out of your ass. What? I hate you so much, soldier. I am paying this cupcake. I will eat you. Ass pancakes. La ciudad de Siberia. You are stupid. I feel like a million Deutschmarks. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's me all over. Um, so how was your weekend? I don't use the mute button volume. I think that this is seems like it's a button. I don't know. Excuse me? What was that? What? I'm gonna blow your house down with the lemons. Don't do that. Yeah, those time lapse I did were, but I hopefully I would do better with the time lapse again. Um, because obviously that was the first try. I do have other time lapses, that have been from 2015 or 2016. I may upload them in the future. I'm not too sure, but if you're interested, I can do it. They're old. I can even put in my old videos playlist because it's old. Um, yeah, recordings that are from pre YouTube are on there, I should say. So maybe I should change it to 2019 or something like that. But yeah, I should maybe modify the playlist to be organized, but I decided not to. But if you want me to, I can go by the dates. I can try to like, actual newest to oldest, not like playlist to newest to oldest from upload time. Maybe from the when the video was made, I can actually do that. So let me know if you want me to change that because it's an option. I may actually put a poll, maybe not, but I'm not too sure. You know how I am. Ugh. Who's Brandon? I'm Brandon Ferris. Yeah. Mom doesn't want me like watching him with his Google Translate videos. That makes sense. Yeah, back in the day, yeah. Yeah, because you didn't know how to get a YouTube channel. You didn't know how to. Yeah. Yeah, the reason why the actually you don't see the chair kind of dirty. Actually, not dirty. There's holes in it. Yeah, the cat likes to come up here. You call him scrotum, but I'm waiting until you give me like $100,000. Why is that still there? Go away. Thank you. But nice try there. And I am the cake. We get it. We get it. We get it. You're the cake. Maybe we should play Team Fortress 2. But maybe if I watch it again, maybe. But if I see, oh, it's not good anymore. Dude, what's worse? Obviously. So, Megalodon and Godzilla. Which one's worse? Well, obviously, Godzilla. Eat it like a snack. No, no, no. What's bigger than Godzilla? Let's see. Oh. Why are you talking about that? All right. Since obviously we're shutting this down, I'm sorry I disappointed you. But yeah, it's all right. What the fuck was that? Okay, that was kind of a bit scary, but everything's all right. Everything's good. Um, ow! I've been picking on my thumbs. I'm just nervous. Maybe because my mess and no. This why are these live streams so long? I think they should be less than an hour. I think we should stop now. I'm just gonna play games by myself. But yeah, comments are always available. Thank you. Goodbye.